Okay, today we are doing number 10 in our sight reading packet. So everyone please turn to number 10 with me. Number 10 on our packet, all right? So the thing we have to do before we can do anything else, remind me what that is. Who can tell me? Macy.
You have to identify what measurement.
Had to identify the what? Alyssa? The key. We have to identify the key. Okay, so this symbol, what is this symbol called? A sharp. What key does it tell us we're in?
G.
G. So that sharp right there tells us we're in G. Now I'm going to go down below my key signature and I'm going to draw in dough, because remember the key tells me the name of the line or space that dough is on. So I use the names of my lines and spaces to label dough. So remember, let's review our lines. Ready, go. E. Good. E, G, B, D, F. Now let's name our spaces.
F, A, C, E.
Good. So I know from my lines, E, G, the second line is where dough is going to be. So I'm going to draw dough on here for reference. Just like that. Now, I can see that my first note is not dough. Okay? Is it higher or lower? It's higher. So let's count up from dough to figure out what our starting note is. Ready, go. Do, re, mi. So everybody label your first note as mi. And then this week, you're going to go through, you're going to label the solfege all on your own. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do that. Go through, label your solfege. Remember, you got to ask yourself two questions. Which direction did the note move? Did it move up or down, or did it stay the same? And then what's the new solfege? Did I move from mi up to fa? Did I move from mi down to re? Did I move from mi and stay the same and go to another mi? What did I do? So go through and fill in the solfege for all four measures. All four measures. Start on me. First note should be followed me. And then after you've labeled all of your solfege, after you've labeled that, go ahead and circle your half notes and put a rectangle around your eighth notes. Circle your half notes, put a rectangle around your eighth notes. Okay. So remote learners, if you're still working, you can pause the video because I'm about to, I don't want you to look at the answers until you're all finished, okay? So if you've not finished quite yet, just pause the video, and then when you're finished, push play again. Okay, so here are your answers, my friends. Okay? Everybody good? Anybody have any questions for me? Excellent. Y'all are getting real good at this. Now remember, we're working toward you being very independent on this. So if you have questions, remote learners, if you have questions, remember, come to my Zoom meeting so that we can get those things worked out. If you have questions and you're in my face-to-face learning groups, then you just need to raise your hand and say, this is the part that I'm still kind of struggling with. But I think that most of you in here are doing great, okay? Does anybody have any questions? Is there something that you missed that you're like, I'm not sure how you got that answer. Can you help me with that? Nobody? All right. So what we're working toward is you getting very independent, writing in these answers, and then we're going to take the answers away, and we're only going to be reading from the music. You will not have solfege written in at all. You will just be reading it straight off of the staff. That is the goal, okay? So probably into next week, we'll start creeping into, okay, we're not writing in any of the answers. We're just going to read it straight off the staff. So if you're still struggling or if you have questions, this is the time, this week is really the time for you to start asking. This is week 5 that we've been doing this. So you've had lots and lots of practice with this. If you're still unsure of something, we need to get that straightened out, okay? All right. So everybody stand up. Let's chant through this. All right, what do we start on today? Me. Show me. Here we go. I'm gonna take kind of a slower tempo than we normally do because there are several sets of eighth notes in here, and I want to make sure that I give your brain plenty of time to think about those because they move kind of fast. Okay, you with me? Ready? 1 and 2 and chanting. Ready? Go. Me, re, mi. Eighth notes. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi. Excellent work, excellent work. So what comes next? The broken chord. What is the broken chord? Do, mi, so, mi, do, lo, so, do. So let's sing it. Ready? Do, mi, so, mi, lo, so, do. Your first note is what? Mi, do, ready, sing. Mi, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi. Now we had several singers that on the quarter notes, they felt kind of long to you because remember we took a slower tempo today because of the eighth notes. And we had some people moving on a little bit early. So let's do that one more time. Let's make sure that we hold those quarter notes for full value. I know that they're slow today, but I want to make sure that you have plenty of time to think through those eighth notes. Okay, are you ready? Me, ready? Me, do, ready, sing. Mi, re, mi, fa, sol, work today.